Okay, so are we doing a health read or a mediumship?
Mediumship, please.
And who do you want to talk to?
My dad.
And what's his name?
Herman.
Herman. I gotta get that. Hold on. Meticulous. That's the word I get. Is it you? Are you very meticulous, or was that your dad?
I am. Yeah, I have the tendency to be.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, okay? She likes to pay attention to the details, baby.
True.
Did I get his handwriting yet? I don't know if I did or not. So
it does look very similar to that. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Meticulous. That's what he wants to start with. Meticulous. Pay attention to the details, I guess. Get this hair out of my way for a minute. Let me get it out. It's on me. I can't even spell meticulous right now, but that's all right. You know what I mean.
I do.
Like, wait a minute. I don't know how to spell that freaking word. Shit, this is going to be embarrassing. I'm just going to go ahead and embarrass myself right from the get-go. So breathe with me. I want you to breathe in through your nose. Hold your breath for 4 seconds and do a long breath out. The breath out needs to be longer than the breath in. So breathe in. Hold your breath. Again. Wow, so lightheaded. Is that you? Are you like, was that your father?
It's not me.
He's floating. We're floating, baby. We're floating now. Okay, I'm going to write that there down because he's pointing that out. I'm going to figure out what that means in a minute. Do you not feel him sometimes? Like,
I don't, no. And I talk to him every night before I go to bed and ask him to visit me in my dreams, and the majority of the time he does not. But I don't feel like he's around a lot of times.
is there hold on a minute. There's something else here going on here. You don't snore or something, do you? You don't have a sleep apnea or something, do you?
I do have a CPAP, yes.
Okay. Well, that's the problem when you're sleeping connection with your father is that because you're not breathing correctly.
Interesting. Okay.
So you got the sleep apnea, and you have the CPAP, and you want to connect to him while you're asleep, and you can't because of this thing. All right?
Okay.
Because this is breath
But
work.
don't take it personal.
Yeah. So like we just breath. It's a short breath in. Hold your breath. Long breath out. And you don't get to do that while you're sleeping. You can't connect because of the breath work because of that. That's why. So
Okay.
you simply need to connect to him while you're awake. All right? There's a different technique. Just because you're not connected to him at nighttime, you can't connect to him during the day. You do a guided hypnosis to meet your spirit guide. Guided hypnosis. Boom, it takes you there. You can go to a spiritual seminar and have somebody do it in person if you want, or you can get on the YT. It's free on there. Guided hypnosis to meet your spirit guide. It might be here on the TikTok as well. I'm not sure, but and he'll be there. And now you might not do it at first. You want to find some place where you're very, very comfortable. I personally like to lay in bed in the middle of the afternoon on a nice day, and I'm like, I'm comfortable. I'm in my zone. I'm fine. And it just makes me very, very comfortable to do that. A nice spring day, try it during a spring day near a body of water that gives you energy, it gives you more strength, or something, and take something that reminds you of your father, something of his. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Put it in your pocket, put it in here in the secret pocket, you know what I mean? And that way your palms can be up and you can be receiving. So, palm up. Why don't you just have the operation so you don't have to have that? Get your adenoids taken out and shit. I mean,
the internal thing, I don't know even know what you call it. It scares the shit out of me. I have no interest in having that surgery.
I mean, there's adenoids, and sometimes you get them taken. I don't know what that is, but you can get just simply get your. I'm gonna look. Hold on a minute. I have no medical knowledge. This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay. I'm telling you, you just get your adenoids out, you probably won't have a freaking problem.
Okay.
What you have is one adenoid a little bit larger than the other. Apparently, there's two of them things. There's more than one, I guess. I don't know. And one's a little larger than the other, so they don't sync together right. So the adenoids are pretty simple. I think my son that got it done when he was like 4 years old. I know he had his adenoids out, whatever those things are. He had his tonsils out and his adenoids out. If you did those two things, you wouldn't have any. I don't think you'd have the same problems.
Okay.
And that's nothing major. And then you won't get sick as often and all that shit too, because when you have big tonsils and stuff, you're more likely to get sick and stuff. So I keep seeing these balls. They're like balls or what balls, and one's bigger than the other. So
okay,
I'm being
good
very
to know.
dramatic. So I have no. That comes from him, from a higher consciousness, not from me. Okay, so that's what they say. He says.
Okay.
Are you like really stressed out or something? Because he kind of goes on the back of your shoulders and he's doing like this on the back of your shoulders. I don't know what that means.
I am, yeah.
Why?
I mean, lots of reasons. I work full time. I work a stressful job. I'm in school full time. I'm a mom. I'm a wife.
Oh, Jesus.
I have anxiety. I'm pretty constantly stressed out.
Well, this is part of the connection problem as well as the stress. It's very hard to connect to spirit when you're stressed out.
Okay.
Distress He's like, that's where I don't think I've ever told anybody that. Like, he shows me you're way too stressed out. Nobody's ever, all the readings I've done, nobody's ever come forward to point that out. And so this is very important that you get your stress level under control. It's going down a rocky road, baby. Okay, rocky road. It is taking a toll on you more so than you know. So, a glass of that stuff a day helps keep the doctor away. Maybe you should try that. And then you got to figure out how to de-stress because your dad is very concerned about this.
Okay.
You don't got any me time. No me time. No me time. So you got to figure out that out. If there's too much here.
Okay.
It's affecting you physically, is what I'm saying. Okay.
No, definitely, I know that. Yeah.
I still feel like I'm floating. Did you guys go on float trips or something? Did you go tubing when he was here? Like, why do I still feel like I'm floating?
No, he wasn't a swimmer at all. So.
He wasn't a swimmer at all. So I still feel like I'm floating. I'll figure out what he's meaning here in a minute. Is it vertigo?
He didn't have vertigo as far as I know. I don't suffer from vertigo either.
Why is he floating? It seems like, I think it is. Is he's like you're wanting to connect to him, and he's just floating above you, but you're all stressed out. Stress causes stress, and I just talked about this earlier on my live feed. Stress is here's the high vibrational you and the low vibrational you, and stress is in the middle. You can't touch that when you're stressed out, which means you got to figure out how to de-stress some way. I don't know. Now he's showing me like dancing, belly dancing. What is that? I don't know what that is. What's he doing? Well, I know yoga class, belly class, whatever. That helps you de-stress. Maybe I don't know. That's where he went with dancing. Do you like to dance? Did you dance when you were younger?
No.
I mean, you need to learn how to freaking dance or something, I guess. What's he doing? It seems like I'm belly dancing. Are you expecting another baby? Is he talking about the baby? Is there a baby coming?
No, there's no baby coming.
There's no baby coming. Ain't no way. I still see belly dancing. I did see something earlier. Maybe that's just sticking with me. He's like, he must just be standing here. He just must be standing right here beside me or something, because I did find a belly dancing thing earlier in my scarves. It was just laying up there. It's just like goes around your booty and jinglings. Is your dad a big flirt or something?
A big what?
Is he a big flirt or something? Why is he?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he was.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Yeah. A major flirt.
He's still flirting. It's laying right there. I'm like, I didn't even think about it. It's covered up with a scarf, but I did find it. I was like, well, that's kind of cool. And I threw it up there, and then I covered it up with something. It's laying up there. Okay, he's a big flirt. That's why he's talking about that, because that's why he's doing that. I mean, seriously. I'll show you. Okay, I have this. This was laying up there. I found it in my scarves, and then I covered it up with this thing, and it's all shiny and it's pink. It's got stuff on it. He likes it. Whatever. He's a big flirt. All right, that's okay. He's coming through. Well, I had it covered up with another scarf. I'm like, why is he talking about that? Wait a minute. He's a big flirt. Okay. We like your dad. He's a big flirt. That's okay. How old was your dad when he passed?
59.
Oh my God. He's my age. I'm 57. So he's my age. That's why he's like, oh.
Hello.
Oh, goodness me. I was supposed to ask how old he was. Well, most of the time your dad's like in his 80s. He was 59 when he passed. So, okay. We're the same age, baby. Come on back in. I'm single. Not the single ladies. Okay. See what else he has to say. Now that he's done flirting with the psychic. How cute is that? That's an honor. Okay, I just got flirted with by an angel. That works for me. I'm feeling good now. Shit, can't get better than that. He's not gonna be over at your house tonight. He's gonna be over here flirting with me. I'm sorry. You got questions for your dad?
Lots. I think why didn't he call for help or go to the hospital?
Was your dad single?
Yes.
I don't know what he's having me draw here. Hold on. Looks like a nest. I don't know what he's having me draw here. It looks kind of like a nest. I'm not sure what it is yet. Just hang on.
Okay.
Is your mother still living?
Yes, yes.
It's a nest. I keep getting like a honeycomb, like a nest. Like he wanted to go home. And that's home, not here.
Mm-hmm.
So many things are going on. Was his health failing? Did he have multiple problems?
Kind of. He had COVID, and developed a blood clot. Came home, he was doing better, and he just suddenly passed.
Blood clots do that, you know.
As far as we were concerned, the blood clot issue was resolved.
But how did he pass?
Cardiac arrest, per his death certificate.
From the blood clot?
No, there was no mention of the blood clot in his paperwork, but my sister found him at home.
So you wonder why he didn't call for help.
Right. After the fact, we found some vitals that he was taking on himself, where his oxygen levels were in the 70s and his heart rate was in like the 120s, and we had no idea.
You know, he was sad. He was alone. That's why I had me draw the nest. Kids are gone from the nest. There's nothing keeping me here. And you know, once you touch, I need to explain this to you. Once you touch the other side, and I've died 7 times, and I know this to be a fact. Once you've touched that and been there, all you want to do is get back there. Because when you, it's pure love. It's you. The bad part of your personality doesn't go with you. Okay, only the good goes. And once you get there, you want to get back there. It's funny, I was talking about this earlier. I do think yesterday. All you want to do is get back there because it's such a beautiful place to be. So he touched death with COVID, and he knew his shit wasn't right. He's got blood clots. He's already been there. He's touched it. Once you touch a higher consciousness, which is home, where we come from, all you want to do is get back there. It's a beautiful place to be. I mean, the answer is because it's better than here. As much as he loves everybody, it's better than here. That may be hard for you to grasp, but it's better than here. Trust, I've been there. Did you understand that?
I do. It is hard for me to grasp. I don't necessarily agree with that.
Because you haven't been there. Is that your handwriting?
No.
I don't know who that is. It's not him. Well, are there grandkids you think he's missing out on?
Yes, for sure.
He's not missing out on. That's something that you're taught, and it's not something that's true. He's not missing out on grandchildren. And I'm supposed to tell you a story, and whenever I tell a story, it pertains to the person I'm talking to. My grandson was here. He was 4 years old. He's the first person to tell me who the closest guide to me was. There's no pictures. I thought my grandma Opal didn't like me. He's like, Grandma, he's 4 years old. He's playing with a toy on the back porch. He's looking down. He goes, you know how you know somebody's there, but you can't see him with the eyes on your face? He looks down. He's playing with his toy. And I'm like, and I'm not allowed to talk to him about this shit, right? And I just said, well, as a matter of fact, I do. And he said, well, there's a lady sitting beside you. Da 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 da. She doesn't like them glasses in your hair. Because I always keep my glasses in my hair. Because my hair is my thing, and so was my grandma Opal's. She doesn't like that ring on your finger, and da 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 da. And she's like, da 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 da. And he's never met her, and he's describing her. And then a girl down at a local watering hole, after he left and went back home about a month later, and she did the same thing. And she said the same thing about the glasses and the ring. And then I get down to an antique show in South Texas, and another girl did the same thing, except she had more details and stuff. I was like, oh my God, you're so strong. I was like, I thought my grandma didn't like you. She goes, no, she just didn't smile because her teeth were gray. And I was like, I mean, her teeth were, but I didn't know that's why she didn't smile. I thought it's because she didn't like me. I mean, so if you think that he's not with the grandkids, you're sadly mistaken, because he is. Just in a better form than he would be physically. Physically, he saw his health going down and down. And after COVID, a lot of people, their bodies are not right. They don't feel right. Where'd you go? Where'd she go? She's gone. You're going to tell all your patients to stop. Where'd she go? Hi, Dawn. Wait a minute. Did she get kicked out of the room? No way she hung up. She paid me for a reading. We weren't done. Where's she at? I'm looking for her. Somebody at her. What was her name on here? Jackie. Is it Jackie? Yes, Jackie, right? Did he kick her out of the room? You guys at her. It was Jackie, right? Oh my gosh. We got no muted accounts. It was Jackie, right? It was just like her dad left like that. I don't know where she went, you guys. TikTok chunked her out of the room or something. I don't know what happened to her. It is very common. I didn't know that Aiden. But see, he knew. He was keeping track of it. He knew he had a problem. And he didn't seek help. It's hard. You got COVID. You got blood clots. Like, that's wrong. Hi, Dawn. I'm going to look to see if I got it. Oh, my God. I did, Aiden. I can't do a health question for $1. But you can go to the store and get a test for $1. You could buy your one. She did buy a half an hour of my time. So it was, she donated 50. Maybe her phone died. I bet her phone died. I said, you go to the dollar store and get that. I can send it back. Wait. Hold on. Aiden. There you go. I sent it back. No big deal, baby. No big deal. 50,000. I bet her phone died. I was not answering her questions. I thought it was. She asked me a question. I was honest. It is better than here. This is not our home. That's our home. That is our homes. The suggested donations are right there. I think her phone died. And once you've been there, you just want to go there. You just want to be there. Now I know that for a fact because when I was 3 years old when I drowned, the first time when I passed away, I was outside my body. I was there. I watched my body sink to the bottom of the pool and bounce back up. I mean, I watched it from outside of myself. And I was up above everybody. I was up above there. It felt so damn good. Pure love. It's pure love. Pure, untainted love. And you're part of it. And then a man fished me out of that pool and brought me back here. And I didn't want to be here. After that, and then this, I was only like 3 years old at the time. I mean, I remember speaking my first word. I don't know why you guys don't remember all that shit. I do. And then all I wanted to do is get back there. So I could get a little scrape on myself. And I just stopped breathing. And when I was a little kid, I would stop breathing. My mom, I don't know how many times she brought me back. I'd be blue when she found me. I don't know how. And I couldn't stand aerosol sprays either. Aerosols. And back then, I was, born in 1967, so it's 1970. They had aerosols. And she'd spray deodorant on the other side of the house. I'd just drop over, stop breathing. I knew where that perfect place was, and I wasn't afraid to hold my breath until I got there. So I would just stop. And I'd just be coming out of the body, and then Mom would find me and like pull me back in there. I'm like, damn it. All I want to do is get there. I remember way back too, me either. I'm serious. Times, I can swim like a fish. I was only 3 though. I couldn't swim at the time. And it is I think her phone died. I'm going to do this because it's also on the YT. It's on here in case she's watching and wants a screenshot. I understand this. It's a downward spiral. He's on a downward spiral, and being part of a beehive, being part of the beehive, that's the honeycomb thing. It's a nest. He wanted to go home because he already felt what it's like to be there. That's why. And then this, because it's on the other app too there. No, King Zolf. So, it is a fear lowers your vibration. Never be afraid. It lowers you. It takes you to the negative aspect of your reality, instead of the higher aspect. You always want to go up, not down. No fear, man. I gotta wonder who. Heather, are you still in the feed? of water, of drowning. You can't be afraid. Fear lowers your vibration. It's not a good thing. Hi, Muse USA 87, and hi, Leanna Babcock, and Angel 8. Tweere. Kat, did I send you an invite? I don't know what's happening. Hi, Bubbles224. Hi, Kat.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
That's okay. Kat's like, oops, I didn't mean to. That's okay. I was like, what's that? I thought it was her coming back. So I think that, I don't know what, she said something about his oxygen or something, but I think you don't think right when you're like that. Your brain doesn't work quite right when you're like that. I think that his oxygen levels could have been part of his COVID. Your dad is taking his levels right now too. It's weird. No coincidences. No coincidences. I'll tell you what. For whatever reason, I draw this weird thing whenever somebody's had COVID or the COVID shot. He had a scare 3 weeks ago. Lack of oxygen in his bloodstream affects all the organs. Oh. I don't think his brain might not have been working right. I think he thought it was remnants of COVID left over and he'd be okay. But at a soul level, once you touch the other side, you just want to get back there. Hello, Leanne Babcock. I know that. Your dad, Cat, is there a problem with the muscles in his leg? Like one leg, actually. Seems like your dad needs to do some exercising for his legs. What's thrombosis? I don't know if it's your dad, so I don't know because we're not doing a reading on him, but this is for entertainment purposes only, but deep vein thrombosis, whatever that is. Oh, geez, maybe I'm still picking up the other guy. That's what the other guy had. Your dad don't have anything like that, right? Maybe I'm still connected to the other guy. Your mom had that. Oh, okay. And she passed. So I'm right on cue. All right. Just making sure. I was like, wait, I'm still connected to the other person. Spirit's never wrong. Okay. Well, I just keep seeing a thigh, a leg, and the inside muscle right there seems to be a problem. The inside is from the hoochie-choo-choo. I think it's the left leg. It would be the left leg. Under that muscle or right beside it or something. It runs from the bony prominence of the area down, whatever muscle that is. It runs on the top side of it, the side on the front side, the vein that runs beside that and the front side. Is that a main artery in your leg or something? Look, Ben, you need to go look at your mom's damn leg. Don said, yeah. You need to look at your mom's leg. You feel in there. Have the doctor check it. Have a doctor check her left leg. That's why you jumped on the feed, so I would connect. Yep. She's on the other side. Okay. We don't have to worry about that then. Huh. Or maybe you need to look at your dad's left leg. I don't know. I just know it's a left leg. You guys have the same vein problems. Oh, Jesus. All right, then. Look, you guys, all you guys need to make sure the doctor looks at the left leg. Okay, on the inside. It's on the inside. It's on the inside. Sometimes you have to wear those braces or whatever. Sometimes you got to wear that brace on the leg for the blood clot or whatever. I know that. one of my son's girlfriends in college. Her name was Jewel. But he was real smart, and he made sure she was went to the doctor and got the medications and stuff, and it caused her to have a blood clot. She was up in the hospital. And that's how her parents found out she was no longer the little girl anymore. Compression socks. She had to wear that on her left leg for, I don't know, 2 years or something. You take medicine. Well, we're telling you what area that you need to watch. Who do you guess your mom is? Your mom is telling you what area you need to watch. Not all of you, I guess. I don't know which one of you, but I would assume that it's you. I get a yes. The left leg. That can be a very dangerous spot, so apparently. Said it might feel like a P or something. Might feel like a P. You can check it for yourself. Feel like a P or something. Very small. Like a P. You just go like that with your finger up and down, and you find it if it's there. You feel like a P. Let your fingers do the walking kind of thing. You just kind of go like that or something. That's what she said. Did your mom pet you guys when you was a kid or something? This feels so good right now. Maybe you need to jump back on the feed. Shoes. Oh, the high heel shoes. She wore the high heel shoes. Triple leg visuals. Welcome in. Queen Sierra. She was bandanas at time in the car. Bananas at times in the car. Turn off the radio when you're in the car. She'll still be bananas. You'll feel her. For whatever reason, when you're driving, you're keeping the physical body busy. You're able to connect to spirit really well. It's plain as day. It's clear as a bell when you're keeping the physical body. You're busy driving, so your brain, everything's busy. So it's a really good time and you're open because you're more alert because you're used to driving. And so you're alert about what's going on around you. And so you're paying attention. And for whatever reason, when you're driving, it is very easy to connect to spirit. Listen to your chakra tones and then drive in your car. Just keep driving until you get something. Ask a question. Then drive in your car. Just keep driving until you get something. Go somewhere. I don't know. If you got to drive an hour down the road, an hour back, so what? Just keep going. It's easy to connect. Listening to the silence in your freaking car. Your physical body's I don't know. It's very easy. That was your dad trying to whack me. Well, it's just a good way to connect. If you want to connect, there it is. I don't know. I mean, one of my first messages, like I got names and everything else. I'm like, I was in the truck driving, like the spirit was strong, and they just came through like a loudspeaker. And when I'm in the driving in the car and going somewhere, a long distance or whatever, I mean, I'm like 100 times stronger than I am right now in the car driving. You know what I mean? So if you listen, and the hardest part is listening to the silence. That's just a whole big hill you got to travel over. Listening to the silence. Welcome in. Alex, if you have a question, you can gift me one of those hearts right there. Now you want to use like anybody's car to try that. It works. Your physical body's busy and you're open. You're alert. You're paying attention. You know, the first thing you want to do is listen to the ringing in your ears. See who comes through. If you focus, you can put yourself in that state where you can listen when you're not in the car. But this is it's don't be thinking about work or anything else. Just you and the road, you and the road, you and the road. It's kind of like a meditative state. Yes, you can when you're driving in the car. Why do you think I'm talking about it right now? Because you're going to be thinking happy thoughts about your mom in the car. I need a blue soda. I never had somebody jump off the live feed like that. I think your phone died, but it was a difficult question, though, too, she was asking. Did I inherit my ability? Well, my aunt, my mom's sister, is super strong. Not like me, but in different ways. Now, my mom always wished she had abilities, and she did do some things when she was younger. She, I remember her yelling at Dad to wake up, and Dad was driving a truck, and he heard her, and he had fallen asleep, and he woke up. But that's possible for all people. My grandmother has been with me my entire life, and I didn't know that. I thought she didn't like me, and she's been helping me, and I didn't know that. You don't really inherit abilities. However, that's a hard, okay. However, you are simply another aspect of your grandmother and your great grandmother and your grandpa. You're simply another aspect. You are just one soul divided. You are divided. You are a piece of them, biologically and spiritually. So, in a sense, that's a yes and no answer. You become closer to spirit when you take on a higher vibration. A higher vibration is a service to others, not a service to self. Service to others, meaning you receive more gratification from giving, from helping another soul, than you do from helping your own self. Although you don't need to leave yourself out of the equation, you need to include yourself. Hi, Amber. Both sides of your mom and dad's side. So, hi, Rhonda Huark. Jump on the feed, man. So, in a sense, you are another aspect of your relative. I'm doing great. And you're more highly evolved than they were because you're a younger version of them. So, in a sense, the answer is both yes and no. Oh my God, I wonder how to get this McAfee off my computer. This pop-up keeps coming up. Oh my goodness. I don't know how right now. Rachel! I want to go for App Store. I want to go to add remove programs. Remove McAfee, buddy. System settings. That's where I need to go. Oh my God. This pop-up keeps coming up from McAfee on my computer. Add, remove apps installed. Okay. Scroll down. Apps. If I could just scroll down now, that'd be good. Oh my God. Tab. It's not showing it. It's not showing McAfee. Them asses. Amberly, can I do a mediumship without storytelling and spend the whole time just actually giving? I do whatever spirit asks me to do. It seems like, and it depends on the person I'm reading. If they're angry, it's a little bit harder. If they're not in the positive aspect. Like the last read, she might not have, she's angry because her dad didn't do anything. She's angry because her dad knew he was not well and didn't seek medical attention. It's going to refresh in 4 minutes, it says. I don't know what that means. What the hell is that? So it depends on the person I'm reading. He was happy, but the daughter was not on this side. Because he left at such a young age. He's my age. He had a whole thing in front of him. I mean, it just depends on the person and how open they are to receive. I don't always do what Spirit asks me to do. That's if they want to convey a message about a health problem, then we go down that road. Like I did a read earlier. And she wanted to talk to her dad. And her dad came through. There was shame. He talked out of the side of his mouth. I talked about her. I saw a baby. He showed me a baby, and she was trying to get pregnant. He had COVID. Kept talking about the kid. And then he talked about, like, did you used to be a runner or jogger or something? And she used to run track. And kept talking about jumping. Kept talking about jumping. And this reading's on the YT. And she talked about she used to be a long jumper because there was more to the running than she wanted to talk about. And then he shows me a lollipop. Now I got to try to figure out what the lollipop what that meant. I'm like, well, then we kept going. I was like, look, it takes a minute. Sometimes I got to talk to somebody. Does your mom have apparently her mom has a problem with the sugar. I'm like, well, your mom needs help. She's not taking care of herself. She's not eating right. She says yes. And then her dad goes on to talk about somebody that was in juvie. Her brother was in juvie. He wanted to let the brother know that the things that happened to him there would come back. Karma's a real thing. Come back to some bad stuff happened to the brother there. But they would come back to them not times 10, but times 12. It comes full circle. So the karma did. Talked about her spirituality. So I do whatever it is. I can bring forth the person, but if they want to convey a message to the brother and to the mother as well, that's just, what am I supposed to do? I'm not telling them what to do. They tell me what to do. So, I do what I'm supposed to do. It's not about me. And when you get a reading, it's not always about it. Sometimes they want to talk about the mother's health, not you. Maybe they want to go to I've had many readings where they want to talk about someone's health. Maybe the person's sick or what have you, and they don't really realize it. And so they want to give them a heads up, like, look, you need to go get your heart checked. La, 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 Well, you've had some bad experiences, and so now's not the time to get a reading because you're not past it yet. You know what I mean? You're still upset about that. So there's a lot of people on here, they sit there and they pretend to be mediums and they're not. You know what I mean? I write in your deceased loved one's handwriting. I'm talking to your deceased loved one. You think they're deceased. I say they're not. But, but you've had some bad experiences. So not right now is not a good time to do a reading for you. But when you're over it and you know what I mean? Because you're going into it with, and I get it too, because I've seen a lot of people, they'll be making stuff up. I lead with, is it her handwriting? They're like, yes, looks very similar. I'm like, okay, that works. Sometimes it's spot on, it's exact. Well, it's hard if you got taken, by somebody. I mean, I get it. You just have to make sure that the next time you're talking to somebody who's authentic. And I've seen people sit there and they just bait them up and make stuff up and general statements and all kind of stuff like that too. I mean, like this one. There's no way for me to know her brother was in juvie. I was fixing to go, did you know somebody that went to juvie? And I was fixing to say, did you have a brother? And she goes, I have a brother. Like, okay. You know what I mean? Anyway. Sometimes they say stuff I don't understand exactly what they were saying, because I'm not grasping it. Like, follow the steps. But apparently, with this particular reading, follow the steps. She's becoming more spiritual. She's only on stair number 2. She's got like 6 stairs to go up. It's hard if I get it though, because when you've experienced people that weren't, if they can't do a mediumship, a lot of people, they'll say they can and they're not. And sometimes there is a blockage. I've encountered that a couple times. I'm like, you're just blocked today. I can't do it right now. Actually, with one of my girls that was always on my feet, Amy, she was too upset. She lost one parent. She's fixing to lose another and stuff. And it's not the right time. One time there was a girl, she just wasn't stable mentally. Another time, it's very hard to connect if people are self-medicating, let us say. That's a very hard connection. And I'm like, no, I can't do this right now. I'm sorry. And that's what I say to them. And I just refund them their money or whatever. That's happened. Because, Kathy, that's a whole health read. That's my strongest suit, by the way. A medical intuitive reading is my strongest suit. Yeah, but if somebody's self-medicating, it creates a barrier. If they've got bad intentions, it creates a barrier. I can go past it, but I've had people get readings because they were after something or whatever. You need to just watch some for a while, Kathy. I would say just watch some psychics for a while. There's some lots of real ones on TikTok that are very accurate, and I'm not the only one. And you want specifics. You know what I mean? Because you want to know some, like me, I write in their handwriting. That's very specific. And they always give me information I have no way of knowing. But there are lots of people like that out there. So make sure that somebody's coming for you. And it won't be, and I'll tell you this, A real medium or psychic will not seek you out to do a reading. You will have to seek them out like you're doing me right now. I don't ever like get online and like, hey, I felt something about such and such. That's your first clue that they're not real. You know what I mean? They'll never seek you out. You got to jump on their live and ask them for a reading. Because, plenty of people ask me for readings. Yes, we can do a mini karma. So I don't have to run after people to do readings. They come after me to do readings. And sometimes I'm just not making money. It's not my day on here, whatever. It's not my vibe. I'm like, I'm not making money. I'm just going to jump off here. That happens. Yeah, Karma, we can do a mini. But I would definitely say there are lots of real psychics and there's lots of people that are not. So just make sure when you do one. Like I do have, if you want to watch some of our readings, I'm starting to record them a little bit and put them on the YT so that you can go back and watch them. I need to end this one. So you